Um, there's no good way of saying this. This is a more serious type video. We're going to be talking about presidents and their stank. This is the official tier list of presidents and their the stank. Number twos. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be ranking this by, like, say if you just walked into the toilet right after them, we're going to be, like, ranking them by stank by that. I should say I'm not biased. I'll try not to be biased. I am not American, so that might help and all that. Of course, give your own opinion. This is the official one, but I do allow people's opinions. Let's I guess get into this. So the 7 categories we have, we're gonna do bottom to top. At the bottom, we just got nothing. Pretty self-explanatory. Nothing. There's no stank to it. There's no smell. People think this isn't a real thing, but there are superhumans out there who actually can, just do no smell. It's happened. There's been records of it. So pretty simple, nothing. Above that, a little texture. A little texture you won't even really notice it unless if you fully put focus in it. You walk in, you might kind of smell it, but it's like something like you're more focused on like what you're doing in the toilet than the smell in the air. So it's not too bad. This is the more common one. But so above that one is some stank. This is like the one that you will notice it. With a little texture, you might not, but some stank, you'll 100% notice it. It's bearable though. You just like breeze past it. It'd be like nothing. Then middle of the park, we have Stinky. This one, this is the one that Stinky's like, you really don't like being in there. It's bearable, but it's just like not pleasant. But it's livable though. It's fine. Above that is bad. This is where it starts to get bad. From the name. It's just like you hate every second you're in there. You want to get out, but like it's kind of bearable. But then above that is toxic. This is horrible. You try and do everything as fast as you can, try and get out of there, and it's pretty simple. It's the second worst, but the worst is could kill. This one's just horrible. This is like the ones that you just like you might need a gas mask if you want to enter the toilet. It's just not safe to be in there. Like, you really try and get out of there. If you take too long, you might not even make it back. That's all 7 categories. Let's I guess get started with the first president. So we will start this, of course, with the first president, George Washington. He's very beloved. He's the guy who freed them from England or whatever happened or some shit like that. But we're talking about his stank, okay? There is factors that from his personal life that bring into the toilet life. I think, honestly, if you ask me, I think war is definitely a contributor. I think presidents who served in war would probably have more stinkier number twos than the presidents who didn't serve in war. If you ask me, this is a very controversial one. I'm going to say that George Washington had very toxic number twos. I will be putting him in toxic. Of course, make your own choice up. This is, I know people love him, but we're going to be talking about his more stinkier side. So yeah, that's Big George. So the next president, John Adams. He was a calm guy. Didn't fight in war. He was a pretty peaceful dude. More into literature or some fucking shit like that. I would say, but the look of him, I don't want to judge anyone's appearance. Of course, these guys are the leaders of the country and all that. But I would
I would probably have to give him probably middle of the park. I'm gonna say Stinky. He was probably a stinky guy. Not he was. I wouldn't say bad. I would say he was better than George, but I would say Stinky. Next is just Thomas Jefferson. Calm dude. Nothing too bad with him. I just look at him, calm guy, just like he's on that big stone wall thing with George Washington. I would say he's just I would say he's under like Stinky. I would say he was some stink. That was just a fair little choice for him. Not too bad of a guy. I think some stink is perfect for him. Next is James Madison. I'm just gonna quickly say I'm just gonna put him nothing. Honestly think he's a nothing dude. I think he's super chill. I feel like by the look of him, he's a peaceful guy. I think he's a guy who goes in there, gets the job done. 3 to 5 minutes in there max. Really just no stink to him. I'm impressed with the guy, and I think he's a fine dude in the toilet. So yeah, I'm leave him in nothing. I think that's perfect for him. Next up is James Monroe. It's pretty much the same as Thomas Jefferson. I think he's just a regular dude. Maybe a bit over the regular people. I'm just gonna say he's some stink. I think he's some stink. I think that's perfect for him. Quick and easy, done. Next we got John Quincy Adams, the son of John Adams. Of course, I give John Adams a stinky. Honestly, I don't know. By the look of his son, I think he probably got what John Adams had, but worse. I'll probably give him a bad. It doesn't look too great for Mr. John Adams. I think bad's pretty good for him. He's got like the sideburns going, the mutton chops. It's just, I think bad's a pretty good spot. Dude doesn't look, he looks in good shape, but I would think, by the look of him, bad, it would have like a bad smell, but I think that's pretty good for him. Next up, Andrew Jackson. This guy is a very beloved guy. He's a bit of an oldish dude. Not too bad. I think he's just like any regular Joe. I'm gonna say a little texture. Pretty damn simple with the guy. I think he's just regular dude. Little texture. I know he's a bit oldish. He's got like the slick back hair. He's just calm dude. Martin Van Buren will be next. This guy just like it's just something about him. I feel like he's up with the other mutton chop guy, John Quincy Adams. I think whatever they produce in the toilet is just bad. Honestly, hate to say it to the guy, but the guy's probably a lovely dude. He's probably married, got a couple kids, but I feel like what he made in the toilet is bad. After Martin Van Buren, we have William Henry Harrison. If you ask me, there's two types of old people. There's ones that contribute real no smell, they give you like no smell at all, and then there's just those one type of old people that just drop the nastiest thing on the planet. And if you ask me, I think William Harrison, he's a chill dude. I'm gonna put him in a nothing. I think he's a calm dude, probably very quick and all that. But then his vice president and the guy who took over him, John motherfucking Tyler, I think he's the exact opposite of old people. I think he's the other type of old people. I think he drops the stinkiest thing on the planet. That is just a fact. You can look it up. It's probably in the fucking dictionary, dude. It's smelly as hell. It could I'm putting in could kill, because I generally think it could kill. Next is James K. Polk. He was just a one-term dude, a dark horse candidate. I'm just gonna put him in stinky. By the look of him, he looks like a regular dude. I think he's a little above the regular smell limit, but I don't think it's too bad. You walk in after him, you just feel like, oh well, he really just did that right before me. But then you're like, and you're over it. Dude looks like a chill dude. I can probably have a martini or something with him. So yeah, that's James K. Polk. Zachary Taylor. Now this is a guy fought in wars. He was a general like some shit like that. He really just it's just something about him. I think whatever he produced in the toilet, it was toxic. Pretty damn simple. It was what he just made. He just he just didn't do anything to help the toilet and all that. It was toxic. It was bad. Like I said, it was general, so he's probably fighting mud or some crap like that. And yeah, and he even died from probably some stomach thing. I don't know. So rest in peace to him, or whatever. But yeah, whatever he produced in the toilet was nasty. Millard Fillmore, the vice president of Zachary Taylor. I'm gonna put him right next to the guy who was before him. I think honestly they were match made in heaven. Honestly, I think a lot of probably stuff was the same about him, but I think they also had smelly shits. Honestly, I think they were pretty similar in that way. Both put them next in toxic next to George Washington. I think that's pretty good for them, and yeah. Franklin Pierce. Here we go. Mr. Franklin Pierce. Honestly, I think he was kind of a chill dude. I'm gonna put him in nothing. I think he was just a regular dude. I think he was a racist, but who wasn't a racist back then? I would have been a racist. You would have been a racist. Your mum would have been a racist. Like everyone would have been. I think he would have been a chill dude to hang out with, Mr. Franklin Pierce. And that's why I put him in nothing. I think he's just a chill out dude. So we go down to nothing to all the way back to toxic. James Buchanan, I think he's a toxic dude. It just looks bad. Even in his presidential photo, he looks like he's holding something in. I won't say could kill, but I think he's close to being there. But I feel like toxic's good for him. It's probably good for us, whoever has to walk into him afterwards. Yeah, so I think Toxic's probably being too kind to him, but I think that's good for him. I think Toxic's good. Abraham Lincoln. We're going back to presidents that you might know. Abraham Lincoln, big guy, did some stuff with slavery or something like that a couple hundred years ago. Yada yada yada. But we're talking about what he did in the toilet. Honestly, some people would probably put him in the topper tier, but I'm gonna put him in some stink. I think he was there, like, really. I just don't see this man being too stinky. I definitely wouldn't put him in the middle. I wouldn't probably put him lower. I think some stink is good for him. By the look of him, maybe he could be, but like, no, I think I'll stick him with, some stink. Andrew Johnson. Okay, this guy was a bit moody. He was a little bit moody. I don't really, he's just like, I think he was the first president to get impeached and all that. He looks like he's in a mood. But I don't think he would make that stinky of number twos, really. Like a stinky dookie, I don't think he can do that. So that's why I'm gonna take a little Andrew Johnson. I'm gonna put him in stinky. I'll put him in stinky, maybe bad. I think he's leaning closer to bad than some stink, but I think stinky, I'll stick him in stinky. Next up, Ulysses S. Grant. This guy, another general. I think he died from some type of cancer. I don't know if it had anything to do with his bowels. If it probably did, it was stinky as hell, but I'm 100% sure. But by the look of him, I know war probably did something to him. He looks like a kind of calmish dude. I don't really expect him to make something really bad. But I'm gonna say bad though. I wouldn't say toxic, but I would say probably bad. I think bad's kind of calm for him. Yeah. Here we go. Now this is the big one. Rutherford behaves. On God, I don't care what any of you say. Best president ever. Handsome dude. Handsome. I do mean handsome. I might be a bit biased about this one. I've already said he's my favorite. But honestly, by the look of him, he's got that lovely beard, but he just looks like a really chill dude. I'm gonna say a little texture. When you walk in after him, just nothing really, and it's just lovely. And I think that's perfect for him. He's a beautiful guy, got the lovely beard. It's all like shaped out perfectly. Just everything about him is good. I like that about BAs. James Garfield will be the next one on our list. This guy, another guy who got assassinated. The second dude to ever actually get assassinated, so it's a big L. But like, same with Abraham Lincoln. He was a bit like on the bolder side. And another one of my opinions, if you're a little bolder, I think you definitely make more sting to someone who has more hair than you. I'm a little biased because I still got my full head of hair, but I would just say some stink. I don't think it was too bad next to Abraham Lincoln. I think it was chill with Mr. Garfield. The person who took over after Garfield, Chester A. Arthur. This guy, we've been kind of generous lately, the last few ones. But I think Chester Arthur, it's toxic, really. It was bad, whatever he made. By the look of the guy, maybe I'm a bit biased against mutton chops, but everyone else with mutton chops, I've been kind of on the bad, worst side. It's just, by the look of the guy, whatever he's making is bad. And, yeah, really, he might be a lovely guy, but I have to put him in toxic. Okay, now this one, Grover Cleveland. I was tempting to put him also in toxic, but by the look of the guy, and no offense to him, but it's bad. This could definitely, but he could kill someone, honestly, with the power he can make. I was thinking of toxic, but then I sat down and had to really think about it. And this is, my conclusion is that it's horrible what he makes. It's bad. It's just something you don't want to, it could kill, pretty much. Next up, William Henry Harrison's grandson. I'm pretty sure. It's something like that, another Harrison. You would think maybe, because Mr. William Henry got the nothing, you would think maybe he would also get something down there. I did give him some stink. I don't think it was nothing. By the look of the guy, he definitely didn't do nothing. But I think it wasn't too bad. William McKinley. Here we go. Now this is... I've been trying to be nice to the guys who got assassinated. But frankly, I don't want to be too nice, okay? And, what this guy could do, if you ask me, is bad. Maybe, the guy, just a theory, the guy who tried to assassinate him was trying to invent, a nuclear apocalypse, because I feel like William McKinley may just have the worst stink of them all, out of all of them. So I'm going to put him in could kill, honestly. I just think it's that bad. Maybe, I'm not saying it's a good thing he died, but maybe the universe is trying to tell us something. Next up, Theodore Roosevelt, another beloved president. People love him, big outdoors person. And I see the outdoors being somewhere you would probably have to hold in your dookie and all that. It's not somewhere you can't just you could go behind a tree, but you don't really want to. You probably have to wipe your bottom with some leaves you find. It's nasty. You don't want to do it. So I feel like Theodore Roosevelt, after holding so much in his life, I feel like it's bad. I won't say toxic could kill. I would say just bad, really. But it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, the guy was getting exercise, all that. I feel like it wasn't too bad. Okay, William Howard Taft. Biggest president by size. Hate to say it, but the guy is probably a lovely dude. But I was tempting to put could kill, because I feel like weight definitely contributes into stink. That's definitely just a factor. But honestly, I'm gonna be nice to the guy. Because I don't think he actually would have. He lost some weight over the time. Time went past. He lost some weight. I think it's fair to say I'll give him just toxic, honestly. I think he would be grateful with me giving him that. Maybe that was biased about me. I don't know how it would be biased, but it was I think he was just a nice guy. He had some stink in his life, but then he got over it. So that's just my opinion about Mr. Taft. Okay. Woodrow Wilson. Okay, president for World War One. He looks like, I feel like most people give him a nothing, but I feel like that's being a little too nice. I feel like he can definitely create some stink in his life, but not too much. So, a little texture next to Mr. B Hayes, Mr. Jackson. I feel that's good for him. I feel like he would just stay there. Some people would put him lower, but frankly, I feel like he can create a little something, but not too bad. Okay, next up, Warren Harding. I think he was a bit of a party animal, in quotation marks. I think he was a guy who did a bunch of affairs with his wife. Not the greatest guy, probably. Looks like a meanie bobini. But I think people would put him higher. I would just put him middle of the park. Stinky. He's a bit of a moody guy, kind of like Andrew Johnson. But I honestly don't think it'll be too bad. Like I said, moody dude, but not too bad. Okay. This one might get some hate. Calvin Coolidge, really like skinny dude. Not too bad with him. He looks very petite. But I see him being stinky. Up with the person he took over afterwards. I just feel like he'll be stinky. I really just do. I can see why people would put him nothing. It looks like a chill dude, but I feel like he's hiding a secret from us, and I feel like that is it. I definitely don't think he'll be bad, but I feel like stinky right in the middle. I think that's Calvin Coolidge. Of course, give your own opinion about this one. This one's probably my most controversial one. I think definitely people would put him lower, but that's just my opinion. Herbert Hoover, quick and easy. Just put him in could kill. I feel like he's probably the more kind of one. I also think he's like kind of just like there's something about him. He's got a bit of a baby face. Maybe he still wears diapers or something like that. But what he can create in a toilet is just not something pleasant, frankly. I know some people would put him lower, but that's just my opinion, honestly. I can see why people would put him lower, but there's just something about him. Same with Calvin Coolidge. I feel like he's hiding a secret from us. But, like, I just don't know. I don't know. I can maybe change this in the future. Maybe I can update it, but right now I think Herbert Hoover's a good kill. Franklin Roosevelt. Another beloved president. Everyone likes this guy. President through World War II, Great Depression, and all that crap. I'm going to say he did have, like, noodle legs and all that. He had, like, wonky-ass legs. I feel like his body would just, like, down there would be all weird and stuff like that. I don't think he would create nothing, but I think a little texture maybe. This one was confusing. The last three have been really confusing for me. I don't really know 100% where to put it. But Franklin Roosevelt, I'll put him in a little texture. Harry S. Truman. Okay. This one, I'm a little, I don't know with this man. I don't know. I feel like he's bad. Honestly, I think he's above stinky. I definitely wouldn't say toxic. He's either stinky or bad, but I'm leaning more to bad. Harry Truman's just one of those like guys who just like after like going to the toilet, the whole thing's over. He finishes wiping his bottom, throws the thing in, and he just like I can see him studying what he created. Like look at like he just looks deep into the toilet, saying like, yeah, I did this and all that. And he's just like studying. He's kind of proud of it, and that's why I feel like he's at. So I'm gonna move him to bad. I feel like that's good for him. Pretty simple. Next we have Dwight Eisenhower. He's an alright guy. I think I'm just gonna get him over and done with. I think he has some stink, not too bad. Probably like been. He's just an alright guy, like old guy. He probably takes a while, but like what he creates just doesn't like smell that bad. But I feel like he would take a while on the toilet. But yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. JFK is next. I feel like he's a little, like, I know he's beloved, but, like, I think he could kill. Honestly, I know people would have put him a bit lower, but I know he's had some health issues. I feel like he's just one of those guys who would go in the toilet, he would know the stink, he would stink it out, he would have like guards right in front of it, so no one like walks in after him and all that. And then there would be like a cleaning crew of gas masks, and he would pay them off so they wouldn't say anything to like the news media. And yeah, that's just what I think about him. He's probably a lovely dude, got a family and all that, but like really, just like he would hide the fact that he would stink the hell out of the toilet. And yeah, that's what I would think. But yeah, lovely dude. LBJ, or Lyndon Baines Johnson, B Johnson, whatever. I was actually gonna put him higher. Dead serious. Gonna put him higher. But then I remembered that he would actually have small meetings in his in the toilet. Like they'll be outside and he would be talking into the toilet and all that. And he of course would be having a number two then. And I started thinking like, if this toilet really stunk, of course people wouldn't go there. They will complain and say like, why are you really doing it? So it must have like people. It was bearable. That's what I started to think. And of course it would have some stink. I mean, like 100% have some stink. There would be enough. Of course there wouldn't. He would definitely create at least something, but it definitely wouldn't be stinky. It would probably be some stink or a little texture. I'm leaning more to some stink. That's my opinion about LBJ. Okay, Tricky Dick, Richard Nixon. This guy, he's that shady that I don't know what to do. Because I feel like, say, you go to work Monday morning, he would absolutely stink out the toilet. And he would just wreck it. It would just smell smell horrible. You would walk in there, want to die. But then, like, I see him, like, the next day or maybe even the next few hours creating something beautiful. So I really just don't know. Like, it's fascinating about him. And, like, and that's why, okay, I'm going to put him, I can't put him anywhere, honestly. I'm going to leave him out. I need some more time to think about it. But really, it's just, I haven't fully got an answer for it. Because I feel like, is that shady? He would just, like, he would have gone from bad to good to alright to bad to good, or it would have been a random pattern. I wouldn't know what to do. So I'm gonna keep him off this. Yeah, he's a weird guy. What can I say? Gerald Ford is next. Really just a regular dude, kind of a sporty guy when he was early years and all that. I really don't think he's too bad. I'm gonna put him middle of the park. Stinky, not too bad. Probably good for someone in his athletic, like, you know what I mean, like how he looks and all that. He's like a big guy and all that. I feel like Stinky's, I think Stinky's right for him. Okay, Jimmy Carter. He's the oldest ever living president. And I feel like if you're going to be the oldest ever living president, you would kind of have some immune to you. Like, I don't know the exact age. He's in his late 90s and all that. And I just feel like he could. I don't know. I feel like there's a reason why he's lasted this long, and I feel like being immune to smells from like creating smells is definitely one of them. So I want to put him in nothing. Ronald Reagan's up next. Pretty famous dude, one of the most recognizable American presidents. Frankly, I see him being a toxic. He was kind of oldish dude, had some like illnesses at the end of his life. I just really see him being a toxic. Really, just like, I wouldn't say he could kill, but he's definitely up there and all that. So just like, I feel like he would definitely stink out of the toilets. He'd probably forget to wipe his own ass. Because he had like all that like brain shit going on at the time. He'd probably like stand up after it, flush it, and walk out, and then like look back later and say, I forgot to wipe my own ass, and he'd probably be embarrassed about that and yada yada yada. So I think toxic's good for Ronald. George H.W. Bush is next. Oldest dude, one of the oldest living presidents, did die a few years ago. Just an alright guy, quick and easy. I'll put him in a little texture, nothing too bad. Honestly, I think he was a calm dude. Went in the toilet, quick and easy, done and dusted. There'll probably be someone outside who would probably applaud him, saying like, "God damn, that was impressive." He was an alright guy. Bill Clinton is next. Mr. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. See, like, if he is a bit of a ladies' man, and I feel like if you really were a ladies' man, you wouldn't have too much stink to you. I know JFK did get put into Could Kill, and I know he was kind of a ladies' man, but like Bill Clinton, he was a kind of youngish dude at the time, and just like I feel like he would create more of a stink than George H.W. Bush, but nothing really to put him in stinky. I'll put him in some stink. I think that's good for him. Yeah, pretty simple. Uh, I'm just gonna say quick and easy. Definitely think he has more of a stink than his father. Really, by the look of the guy, he definitely creates a stink. I'll put him in bad. I'll put him under Reagan. Definitely put him over his father. He definitely creates more of a stink than his father. His father, like I said, simple, pretty easy. Him, I feel like he'll be a bit longer. Definitely created more of a stink. I wouldn't put him as stinky, but I think bad's pretty good for him. Next up, Obama. 44th president. Pretty chill dude. Love Obama. You gotta love Obama. He's a lovely dude. Got a lovely smile. His wife's got a nice back. Pretty simple. I would put him in bad though. No reason, no real reason why. It's just something I can see him being more stinkier than like the average person. And I also see him doing something maybe like Truman, where he would stare at it or something like that and admire it after he's all done and say like, "Hey, I created that," or like, "I'm the genius behind that." The most recent president to leave office, Mr. Donald Trump, very controversial dude. He was kind of a biggish lad. I definitely think he'll be a part of the upper half. I will put him in bad. I know I put the other two presidents in bad, but I just think these last few presidents have been very stinky presidents. And yeah, I do think Donald would like share in the toilet. He would probably, I don't know if he would admire it, but he would share in it, feel proud and all that. He looks like someone who might take his time, maybe, but he wouldn't use like too much power to do it. And maybe he's also someone I could see maybe having like going to the toilet 3 times a day just for a number 2. So yeah, he would do one, pause it, come back a few hours later, do another one, pause it, and then come back again. And yeah, that's what I think about him. Okay, well, almost done. Joe Biden, last president, the most recent president, still in office today. This is it was hard for me. It was hard for me to choose. We still haven't got his full term out. We don't know. Maybe in a few days' time, like some news breaks and all that about Joe Biden and his shitting habits or something like that. But honestly, this is gonna be rude to the old guy, but I feel like he's in Could Kill. I just feel like we've seen how his balance kind of sucks, from falling off a bike to tripping on a stairway. It's just not great for the guy. I think the guy's got bad balance. I think he's someone to go to the toilet to take a number 2. Instead of having once a day, he would definitely be someone to have maybe 2 a week, which isn't the healthiest thing for the guy. But I feel like he would do that. He would probably explode out the toilet every time he would do it, because he'd be holding it in that bad. And yeah, I feel like on God, he would probably kill someone if they walked in right afterwards. Okay, it's done. It's dusted. This is my opinion. Of course, you can drop like what you might think about it. I think it's fantastic, honestly. I think it's brilliant. I think I'm pretty much all accurate. I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a while, what I think about all of this. So hopefully you liked it. Comment, like I said, comment if you have a different opinion of like maybe someone's more stinkier or not. If you are an ex-president, definitely feel free to comment. Justify yourself, like say like, this guy is definitely more stinky than me. I know the guy. I walked into him afterwards. And I frankly am more to the bottom tier or something like that. So if you're like George W. Bush and you're watching this, you can justify yourself there. So yeah, that's really it. This is also the first time you're hearing my voice. You can go check out my Breaking Bad trailer series. That was a fun little thing I did. So yeah, I guess I'll be doing more videos. I'm sorry about the break. I want to do a film essay soon that I might post. If that's if it's good. If it sucks ass, I'm gonna delete it, and no one else can ever see it. Actually, no, I'll keep it, and no one else can ever see it, and it'll be my little secret. So that's it. Hope you like the tier list. I probably won't do another video like this. Maybe I might update it if my opinion does change. So hope you liked it, and bye.